Before you pack up and move to Tacoma, there are some things that I think you need to know. I live here, I love it, and I help people move here all the time, but it's not perfect. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 things that might seriously annoy you if you are not prepared. Now, this is not meant to scare you off. It's about giving you the full picture. Chris, myself, and our team, we get phone calls every day from people just like you, looking to move to the area. So whether you're looking to make your move here in the next 9 days or the next 90 days, shoot us a phone call, text, or an email so we can help you make a smooth move. We can't help if we don't know. Let's just start with the one that everyone complains about. The traffic out here. Now, if you're coming from LA, you might laugh at me for this, but if you're coming from somewhere normal, welcome to I-5, where your estimated arrival time is literally just a vague suggestion. That freeway is the main artery that runs through Tacoma, and honestly, during rush hour, it's a straight up parking lot. We're talking 40 minutes to go 7 miles. There are days, honestly, I could probably walk faster, but I'd just get rained on. And if you add in jblm traffic, construction, and the fact that there's almost really no good detours, bud, you're stuck. 512, Pacific Ave, South Tacoma Way, doesn't matter. It's pretty much just all jammed up when it wants to be. If you're commuting to Seattle from Tacoma, let me just say this. I hope you really like podcasts or audiobooks or maybe some intense meditation. Now, I help a lot of people decide where to live based on their commute because 5 extra miles in the wrong direction can literally mean an hour of your life, twice a day, every day. Okay, so here's a Tacoma rite of passage. You leave your laptop in a bag in the back seat just once, and congratulations, your window is now shattered and that whole bag of stuff is gone. I really wish I was exaggerating here, but property crime in Tacoma is real, and I think it's especially so with car prowlers. It's even happened to me. I was at a comedy show, I parked in a paid lot that was supposed to have security, came out, and bam. Backpack was gone. I should have listened to everyone, but you know us trusting Midwesterners. You'll see locals with things. I just saw one the other day that had a car that had a sticker that said nothing in car on the dashboard. Some people even told me that they'll just straight up leave their doors unlocked so their windows don't get broken. That's how bad it gets down here. Downtown parking lots, apartment complexes, the mall area. Those are some of the hot spots that you can look out for. If you leave something out, it can be small. It can be loose change, maybe an Amazon box. It's fair game, buddy. But don't let this totally freak you out. Not every part of Tacoma is like this. Just like in all cities, there are places that can be a little more rough than others. There are neighborhoods where you feel totally fine leaving your car outside overnight, heck, probably unlocked. But it's something that I feel like we should talk about with our clients because you should know what you're getting into. And just a pro tip, don't trust a listing because it looks super cute on Zillow. Ask someone like me who actually knows the street, and then more specifically, do your own research on the area and see if it makes sense for you. Tacoma is a city built on grit, caffeine, and water-resistant everything. Up until spring, everyone is essentially dressed like they're about to go camping. Now, it doesn't rain hard, but it rains forever. Drizzle, mist, fog, you name it, you'll look at the weather app and it'll just say clouds for basically 7 days straight. Sunshine? Now that's a spring or late summer feature that you've got to unlock by getting through those days. Now, how about winter? One thing I like about winter, it's not freezing where I come from, but it does feel dark and heavy. The sun rises late, it sets super early, and the sky just stays gray. You almost forget what your shadow looks like. A lot of people who are moving here are moving from Arizona or SoCal, some places that have those real summers with that thing, light. It might be hard for you. I've actually started hitting up Arizona about every 6 weeks in the winter just to get away. Another little pro tip, this is actually the perfect time to take a vacation because when it's beautiful out here in the Pacific Northwest, you will not want to be anywhere else at all. It is the most gorgeous place on the planet. People here do cope though, use vitamin D supplements, those sunlight therapy lamps, and about 11 cups of coffee a day. But the good news is, like I said, when the sun finally does come out in the spring or summer, almost a religious experience. In this entire city, it wakes up. It just lights up. Parks fill up. Flowers and trees are in bloom. Mount Rainier shows up. You can see the Cascades and the Olympics. Totally magic. You just got to survive those misty months first. Okay, talk about a tough but necessary one. If you drive around Tacoma, especially anywhere near downtown, kind of by the Dome District or under certain overpasses, you're gonna see tents. You're gonna see people in crisis. Honestly, it breaks my heart. And even worse, it's not a rare sight around the country. It's just becoming part of the landscape now. I will tell you, I truly do believe the city is trying. This is a tough one to tackle, but there are programs coming out, outreach teams, and a lot of community plans to help the unhoused. But you're gonna see encampments near parks, along sideways, sometimes even near school. And if you're not used to seeing that, it can be really jarring. I get families asking me all the time, is this normal here? And yeah, kind of is. That doesn't mean it affects the whole city or it's unsafe everywhere, but it is something that you do need to be aware of, especially if you're moving from a smaller town where this isn't something you're just used to seeing. We want to help these people. It's really annoying the fact that we can't seem to get it together out here and get them more of the help they need and provide better solutions, but we're dealing with it. So again, we want to keep you safe. We want to put you in the right place, but full picture, right? That's why you're here. If you're looking to move and you want to work with someone who isn't afraid to tell you like it is, give it to you honestly and be a truth teller, give me a call. People used to say all the time that Tacoma was Seattle's affordable little sibling, and a lesser favorable term, Seattle's redheaded stepchild. But let me tell you, that ship has sailed. Now, I'm still finding good deals here, but Tacoma is no longer the cheap alternative it was even 5 years ago. Home prices have shot up. The average house went up 40% in the last 5 years across Washington. Rent is rising, and neighborhoods that were super low priced, very affordable, now look a lot different. We'll just take the Hilltop neighborhood, for example. It's one of the most historic and culturally rich neighborhoods in all of Tacoma, hands down. But it's also in the middle of some rapid gentrification. You've got new apartment buildings, restaurants, cafes, some coffee shops with $9 lattes, and home prices that look nothing like they did a decade ago. For the folks who've lived here forever, this has been, I think, a really tough shift. Longtime residents are now getting priced out of neighborhoods, and it's kind of and some of them are losing their old school vibe. And for the newcomers, it's confusing. Like, roll up with somebody and you see a $650,000 house next to a boarded up duplex, and you really don't know what you're walking into. So I always tell buyers, you just look at the price, look at the context. What is the neighborhood like? What's changing? And what does that home look like here in the next 5 years? Because Tacoma is still growing. It's still a changing city. And if you're smart about it, you can find some really incredible opportunities. But you've got to go into it with your eyes open. So yeah, definitely got its annoying side. We've got traffic, crime, drizzle, some hard realities and home prices that might make you blink twice. But Do you know what else we've got? We have incredible neighborhoods with real personality. Views of Mount Rainier that will stop you mid-sentence. We've got local businesses that actually care about the community. And we've got people who are proud to live here. This city has character. It's not perfect, but it is real. And if you're thinking about moving here and you want someone to tell it to you straight, help you find the right place, and avoid the areas that'll make you regret it, I've got you. Give us a call, text, or an email so we can help you make a smooth move.